welcome to
Tea Time Nights.
So this is episode 20.
Episode 20 of Tea Time Nights. Tea Time in general. We decided Simon and Zach decided to do a special thing. But tonight, the role of Simon will be played by his midnight alternative, Smoky Midnight.
And Zach will be played by Silver Nightshade.
Both night-themed
Personas.
Personas, yes.
Gemsonas.
As you would.
So, the idea for Tea Time Nights is everything's
chill, low,
night-themed.
Night-themed, midnight.
What do you do at night? What do you do at night, Smokey?
Most of the time I sleep, but usually before I sleep, before I do that good old
jerk off.
I was gonna say before I drift off into Slumberland. What you got a face on your face? But mostly I just get ready for the night.
All right.
But on some nights I don't realize it's late, so I keep on doing what I normally do, and that's sit on my computer and do absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
So that's about it.
Okay.
What about you, Silver?
I meditate and I stare at the moon.
As you do.
I call everything she. And I.
You don't do that normally? Just at night?
More so at night.
More so at night.
I tie like special crystals around my neck.
Yeah.
To
enhance you.
Improve the mood.
Oh yeah.
And all that good shit.
Oh yes.
So yeah.
I forgot to mention all the ritualistic things I do at night. What are you doing?
What?
You just using my watercolor brush to wipe down your leg. Are you writing something? I can't see what you're writing.
Dick. All right. So what's first up on our mission for Tea Time Nights?
So we decided. I know it's not at all. Well, it's sort of close to Halloween and spooky, scary times. But
it's getting to fall.
It's getting to fall. We're on the cusp. It's sitting around. Oh my God! There's like look at the bottom of that Arizona tea that you're drinking. It looks like, not to say anything, but it looks like snot. Like look right there. Look at the bottom. Yeah.
That's just a sugar.
Yeah. Is it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, because it does look like that. What is DNA?
Because like we make homemade tea a lot.
Mm-hmm.
We'll just brew a big pot and then like pour it in a giant jug, and it does that.
Okay. So it's not snot.
No.
Okay. But as I was saying before, like distracted by this snotty substance in Zach's Arizona tea, we're gonna be doing like last time a more themed episode. At least first half. We're going to be looking at creepypastas, good and bad, and maybe in between. We're not sure. We chose a couple based off of what we think, based off the name and stuff. So hopefully. If it's not good, we'll just cut all this and start the podcast over again.
I just looked up bad creepypastas, and they're supposed to be like funny, like badly written.
Yeah.
Like Mandor card hook hand or whatever the fuck it is.
I mean, I did just go onto creepypasta.com.
Creppy papa.
and get a couple.
That's how I'm gonna dress up.
As Creppy
Halloween.
Papa?
Yeah.
What even is what's a Creppy? Is it like a scary papa? A Creppy Papa?
Yeah, it's like creepy but memey creepy.
Yeah. That's gonna be the next thing, because there was, the ones.
Yeah.
There was Spoopy. Now it's gonna be Creppy.
Yeah. Fun fact: you can put this on the wiki. One of my favorite words.
I think I'm gonna get rid of the wiki.
Spook.
Yeah. Sorry to break the news to you on the podcast, but it does, like, when you search mine or your name, it's the first thing that shows up.
The wiki.
Yeah. So if we are applying for jobs the coming months,
Oh.
like the companies do background checks.
I speaking of,
Speaking of doo doo,
yeah, I actually applied to one today.
you did
I did.
down in New
In
Zealand.
yeah,
We're going to college in New Zealand. It was so
yeah.
yeah.
It's a
Is it through the website thing or is it more?
mhm.
Because
It's
I need to do that.
basically sales. Like I just sit at a desk and I answer the phone and I
Mm.
have to convince people to donate.
Mm.
So it's basically like working for a TV service. You convince them to buy the better package
Yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever shit. Which I can do that. I mean, I can fucking people are dumb. They want to
Listen,
spend
look
money.
at that fucking instrument right there.
Yeah,
Like that one, but right there. I'm pointing at his neck. If you don't know where it is, well,
they're on this side.
they're on that side.
I thought you were pointing at my mole.
That's where all the talent comes from. It's been keeping this
My
show
voice
up,
actually comes from my mole, so I'm never getting her removed.
oh, okay.
Uh,
Who should go first? You're getting really close to the mic there, Zach. Like dangerous, like licking distance. Like I can't lick the mic, but you could.
all right.
So who do you want to do? Do you want to go first?
I think you should.
Do you think I should?
I think you should. Actually, no, I do want to go.
Okay, okay.
I don't know how long this is because I was kind of rushed
Mm-hmm.
to find it.
Well, I mean, I did give you a pre-calculated amount of time, and then you used up that time, and then we got tea, and then I realized that you didn't use the time for what I was using the time for. So I guess it's sort of more of a conflict of interest. So
I think this is going to be a good one.
yeah.
Okay.
All right. I'll sit back and
so this is called The Clone.
It reminds me.
No reference to Dave Filoni.
No. But
Who is canon?
Dave Filoni is canon on T10.
Yes.
But before we get started, that reminds me of like an old animation I was working on. It was like early Flash days when I didn't know how to animate, so it was just like moving stuff around.
Mm-hmm.
And I did this like thing of like me in some sort of back to tank in like a room, and I was like going up and down, and there were bubbles going up, and it was sort of like a clone thing. Back when we thought that we were gonna make an animated show with Alec. Yeah, I guess he's canon now.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Wow, I remember that.
Yeah.
All right, so we start off with a nice picture of Jerry's living room. For those
it's the
of
whitest
you,
living room I've ever seen.
For those of you that can't see Jerry's living room right now, which I think would be everyone,
I'm so unprofessional, guys. I'm so sorry that.
Very nicely furnished. It looks like one of those living rooms that you're not really supposed to sit down in. It's probably not actually used by the family.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about because my grandmother has one of those.
Like you just kind of stand there.
Yeah, because they have two living rooms. They have like a living room with a TV and a living room that's more like a sitting room.
Yeah.
You just sort of sit there. The only time I'm really there is when I'm waiting to get picked up.
The furniture in those are always so like just not comfortable.
Yeah, they're more looks
stiff and starch.
Like almost like everything was sprayed with hairspray.
Right. So that's the image that we're greeted by, and it says Jerry's living room.
Jerry, CEO of Staples Office Supply. That's a real
Office Incorporated.
Office Incorporated. My bad. That's a real deep joke for anyone that gets that. I'm surprised.
So here we go. When I was young, my family and I would go visit my grandmother every Saturday. Her name was Jerry, and she was excellent.
Wait, the grandmother's...
Yeah, that's a thing.
Really?
Yeah, that's a thing.
Jerry's a lady name?
It can't. Southern.
That's true.
Southern people do it, except they spell it with an I, so it's feminine.
That just confuses me. Like, I'm all for, like, names being reused, for whoever. Those are masculine, feminine. Names are names. They're social constructs. Literally.
Yeah.
Like, we joke around about social, but that's a literal one.
Yeah, like, they don't matter.
Yeah, but, like, it just seemed, like, a little off.
I think we all just need call signs, like gamer tags. Alright, so here we go.
And just, like, the random numbers, too.
Her name was Jerry, and she was excellent. She would let me stay up past my bedtime, cook
Ooh.
me what I wanted to eat, and bought me anything I ever wanted.
Yay, candy for dinner again? Thanks, Grandma.
She would also comfort me when something in my life went wrong, like the time my best friend died in a car crash when he was driving
Uh,
home
uh,
after a party at his friend's
how
house.
how how old are these people?
I don't know.
Okay.
We might get there.
Okay, so
Don't
they're
interrupt.
old enough to drive, obviously.
Yes,
So
apparently.
I was more imagining like children
Yeah, I was too.
because they mentioned bedtime.
Cook me whatever I want to eat. Can I have pizza again? Pizza rolls?
Can I have pizza rolls for dinner, Grandma?
I always loved to visit her. Every day I would daydream about our next visit. That was always the case. Until that day, I discovered the truth about her. Whoa! You
But
see,
can you see the hairs are standing up on my arm?
like the hair on his head is just standing straight up in the air.
Have you ever seen the movie Back to the Future? Well, I look like Doc Brown.
Yeah. You see, there was one thing she never allowed me to do. Go. What do you think that is, Simon?
Smoke weed.
No, no, really.
Go
Like,
to the
what?
basement.
Yes.
Wow. Well, first guess.
There was one thing
Second
she
guess,
never allowed
sorry.
me to do. Go into the basement. She always told me that it was dark and creepy and that was where she kept all of her priceless possessions. As a kid, I would
Like
obey
all her
her,
dead bodies.
thinking that she simply didn't want me accidentally breaking any of her accessories. She would put a huge metal lock on the trapdoor and I would watch her every time. I had to know what was down there, and
I
one
had to
day
know.
I got the chance. Ooh. I wish this was a visual.
Can we do that? Because we should do creepypasta things like this.
Yeah, this
And
is
do it a
fun.
visual. We'll do that.
I was on one of our family visits as usual.
We'll do that on the ghost show.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
one. Everyone had gone to get food, and I was left behind since I was in the middle of a game.
I gave it what?
What?
Skechers?
Okay, I'm sorry. Let me reread.
Skechers is a
That
shoe
confused-
brand.
I was on one of our family visits as usual.
Mhm.
Everyone had gone to get food, and I was left behind since I was in the middle of a game. Okay. I quickly
So I
paused
assume
the
like
game.
everyone's in the a video game.
Apparently.
So like he's in like the rec room and they're all in the kitchen.
I guess. I quickly paused the game and ran to the trap door. Now was my chance. Luckily for me, she was the more careless type of person. I wasn't surprised.
Compared to a careful person.
Right, the careless type. I wasn't surprised when I saw the key hanging right beside the trapdoor on a coat hanger. Checking that the coast was clear, I quickly grabbed the key and sprinted carefully back to the trapdoor.
Like what is he doing? Like sprinting on his tiptoes?
Even though the key was right beside the trapdoor, he had to sprint between them. Maybe he's like really tiny.
He's he's a little
Okay,
person.
let's see. I quickly grabbed the key and sprinted carefully back to the trapdoor and inserted the key into the lock.
Mm.
The lock opened with a click, and I took the lock out. Gathering my nerves, I entered the trapdoor and closed the door behind me. I just saw a
That's
typo, I'm
mistake.
sorry. When I turned around, I grasped in horror.
he grasped the door. He was like, "Ugh."
I couldn't believe what I saw.
What do you see?
There were no items or anything, for that matter.
For that matter,
The room was bathed in a blood-red glow that came from several red lights on the ceiling.
oh, so a glow.
The only piece of furniture that I could see was a blue wooden chair in the middle of the room. My heart started beating because it wasn't before, apparently.
It was just they were dead. This is a zombie family.
My heart started.
You brought them back to life. They were all dead.
Yeah. My heart started beating when I saw that someone was being bound to the chair by two metal chains. As I moved closer, I could make out who it was. My mind couldn't believe what I was seeing. What do you think it was?
It was Grandma.
It was Jerry. And that's the
Isn't
end.
this the plot
Hey.
of that one movie?
You want to know who it's by so we can give them credit?
Yeah, let's give him
It's
credit.
by Skyrim 90,000. And let me show you how the last three words were typed.
It
It
was Jerry.
They're
Oh
all
my god, this is on a wiki.
well, because it's like the bad creepypasta
Oh,
wiki.
okay. Okay, so it's not like
but they're actual creepypasta.
okay. This guy didn't just like make it on like his
no.
own wiki. That's pretty great.
Yeah.
God. That reminds me. Isn't that not the exact plot, but like the plot of that one movie, like with M. Night Shyamalan, like The
Shit, I
Visit?
don't know.
Like it was about like these two kids visiting the grandparents, and the grandparents were actually two crazy people, two
Oh,
crazy old
yeah.
people. Yeah, yeah. And the real grandparents were in the basement.
I never saw that,
Me
actually.
neither. I heard it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Apparently, M. Night Shyamalan's having a comeback.
Yeah. Okay, so I heard, before you tell yours, I heard something. So you know that movie that came out, Split?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
And you know Unbreakable.
Yeah, that's a connected universe.
How? In what fucking world? Why they're making another one where the guy from Split
Mm-hmm.
is working with the villain from Unbreakable?
Yeah.
That's the worst idea I've ever heard. You can't just combine two horror movies like this is not a comic book. You cannot have a collaboration.
I don't
That's
know what to
terrible.
think because I did see Unbreakable, and
Yeah.
I think I remember liking it. Like it's a good, well made movie.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say based on what other people
Oh.
and on what I remember. Are you okay?
That's hot.
And I never saw Split. I didn't see it.
I did not see Split either.
Yeah.
But the guy that plays the dude is a really good actor.
Oh, that's the guy who played Xavier in the
Mhm.
new ones? Yeah, yeah, pretty the same.
Whoa.
What? What's this?
Does that smell like alcohol to you? Vaguely.
Vaguely.
Taste it.
For those who are listening, this is Arizona tea.
I love Arizona tea.
This is Arizona tea that we're drinking. Nothing. We're not doing anything illegal. We gotta stay. We have to have a clear mind. That's why we drink tea on this podcast.
That would be funny if I held a beer up to your nose and like, does that smell like alcohol? We are drinking hot tea right now, but I also have a jug of Arizona tea just for backup. Does that taste weird to you?
A little, but I'm not really an Arizona tea type of person. It has been here for a good couple weeks.
Maybe that's why.
Yeah. I mean, I thought you knew that because we talked about it.
No, I did not know that.
You didn't know that because we talked about that.
I thought she brought it yesterday.
No, we talked about that the day before yesterday. We talked about like we were yelling at Celeste saying that tea's like 2 weeks old. He says like, "Yep," and took a chug of it.
Shit.
I thought you commented on it, so that's why I didn't say anything today.
Well, I am drinking. What was it? Focus Mind.
Yeah.
Focus Mind.
Focus Mind tea.
Yeah. So I'm feeling pretty focused right now.
Mm-hmm. More so than.
How was that one?
This is pretty good.
Let me try it.
Yeah.
Is it hot?
A little, but not too much.
Would it be hot to me?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd say it's a good tea. Is it? It's like from. They were saying it's like from some weird.
Oh yeah, it's light.
Yeah. So it's not really a strong tea.
All right. Let's hear your.
Let's go to my
Creppy
piece tea.
And you know, if this one goes over an hour, whatever. So what? It's episode 20. It's tea time nights.
I did have a practice read before this.
Did you?
The one where we were roasting Nate.
Right.
Yeah. So got my chops already.
Oh, I see. Okay.
This one is called The Groove. So I don't know if that's like referring to like a sickening sort of dance move, or more like
just a pattern in somebody's clothes.
Yeah, like a ridge. So I didn't read any of this.
Mm-hmm.
I went to the last page and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go here. So in the heart of the Rockies lies a grove. Oh, so a grove of trees, completely different from the two that we said. Growing in a perfect circle.
Wait, so is the title just a typo?
No, grove.
Oh, we said group.
I wrote it wrong.
Oh, well, that's why.
Yes.
Okay. All right, continue.
A grove that aside from this geometric oddity, appears perfectly incons. That's not what it is. That's a much better word than what they use. Innosus? Well, what is that word?
Wait, wait.
Innosus.
Oh, innocuous.
Innocuous. Who knows how to say that? Yeah, you, Mr. Reedy Man. From the outside.
That's my villain persona.
That's what it says on your business card, Mr. Reedy Man. Oh, what was that one show? Like the Smileys or whatever? Like it was, or like it was like a book series. Like Mr. Smiley and like Mr. Dopey and like Mr. Squiggly. If you would be Mr. Reedy
Man,
and you'd have big old glasses
Yeah.
and like a book like on you at all times.
Yeah.
We should remake that.
Yeah.
That'll be like an anime thing. All right. If one should step foot into this grove, however, the inside would be as dark as any moonless night in those mountain woods. Even on the brightest summer's day, those who have mistakenly wandered into the grove are rarely in any condition to say what happens inside. Many simply never come out. Well, they're okay. However, sorry, that was in Portuguese.
No, it wasn't.
No, you just didn't.
We're all gays here.
Yeah. I was just saying, like, poor humor taste.
Oh, yeah.
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 However, if you are very brave or very foolish, you can attempt to camp within the grove. Go in with your eyes shut tight. Lie down in your sleeping bag, no matter what you hear, no matter what you feel, do not open them again. If you somehow manage to find your way to sleep before the grove takes your sanity or life, you will awaken in the middle of the day to the light of the sun on your face in the middle of the grove. A grove that, aside from growing in a perfect circle and containing your heart's one greatest desire, is perfectly innocuous. If one should step foot outside of this grove, however, they will find the outside to be dark as any moonless night in those mountain woods. It's pretty fucking lame.
I mean, okay.
What would you rate this, Zach?
1.
1, yeah.
One star.
It's 7.5 out of 10.
I'll give it 3 flurples.
3 Zach bucks.
Yeah.
Let's start a currency. Let's start a cryptocurrency.
Zach bucks.
Zach bucks.
They're worth a tenth of an actual US dollar.
Okay, the next one is a good long one.
Wait, I'm gonna read mine.
Yeah. So that was a little one, and that one was pretty shitty.
That was pretty lame.
That was pretty lame. This one is like 19 minutes long. This next one. Yeah, I probably should have read the reading time, but
do you want me to read that one?
You might want to read that. How long is this one?
Well, I have a couple options. I wanted you to see the titles of them. It's 3 in a row.
Mm-hmm.
Bluddery the Killer,
Animal,
the Fat Ghost, and Someone is Spying on Me. I'm thinking Bluddery the Killer or Someone is Spying on Me.
I'm thinking someone's spying on me.
Okay.
I might want to read that one if you want to read the 20-minute long one.
I'll read that one because I'm better at reading.
Yeah, we know this. You don't have to brag.
No, I'm just whatever.
It's fine. I understand. We should make a compilation, or someone should, of every time we act like an old married couple.
All right, so you can do that one
because we are married now officially. The last episode.
That's right.
Crap! I turned off your phone. I forgot.
I did. It's fine.
Oh,
just because I don't want to drink.
I was gonna read this one.
I was gonna read this one.
Oh yeah. My bad. I got confused.
Cool.
I thought we were doing stories and mine got
that?
switched up. This is Julia, a confirmed member of this universe. Okay. All right.
Our third wife. So is this one like good?
I don't know.
God damn, it's long.
Yeah, it's pretty long. So,
oh, it's not. Well,
what'd you say? What do you think? Because we could read a whole 20-minute long Creppy post, Or we could read two of these. Let's read two of the shitty ones.
Okay, I'll read two of the shitty ones.
Yeah, I'll
And then
read the other
You
one.
can find it another.
No, I'll read one of the shitty ones.
Oh.
We'll just switch out.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that means my work is basically unused.
Well, then you can read "Someone is Spying on Me."
Okay, I'll read that one.
And I will read.
It'll be a long compilation of
Bluddery the Killer.
You know how earlier I said someone should make a compilation of every time we act like an old married couple?
Yeah.
I was gonna my joke on top of that now is gonna be it'd be a long compilation because we act like an old married couple like 24/7, so it'd be like it'd just be like a all of our videos that we're in. So like every video except for the ones that you're not in. Because I'm in every video. That was the joke.
I kind of zoned. I started reading this in the middle of that, so
okay.
I'll just.
It was okay. I over-explained. Okay, go ahead.
All right.
It's like you gotta remember this is tea time nights. I turned the sensitivity down on the mic.
The title of this one is Bluddery the Killer. So it's spelled Bloodery. I don't know if there's any other way you can pronounce that.
Bluddery. Bluddery?
Whatever. I don't fucking know.
Bluddery. But there's an L.
Alright.
Yeah, it's silent.
Bluddery was a very kind and beautiful girl until the day she became insane. In all caps.
Of course.
And then 5 periods after it. Pretty good intro.
That's a pretty good hook. Like, in English class when they were saying, like...
You need a good
hook.
And
yeah.
I'd give that, like...
a gold star if I ever seen one.
16,
Zach bucks?
Squickles.
We keep changing the currency.
One day, Bluddery woke up to her mother telling her to wake up. She got up and walked to school. Oh, here, when you laugh, move away from the mic so that mine is clear.
Here, I'm just going to turn the sensitivity down on my mic.
All right, that's a good idea. Good. She got up and walked to school. That was pretty fast.
Yeah.
She was very pretty, so people was pretty jealous of her. She went to the school, and the 4 girls who always bully her came up and said, "You're so fat," one of the girls called Christina said. "Your hair is so dry and ugly," the other girl called Nenema said.
Nenema? That sounds like a disease.
Yeah. "Everyone hates you," the 3rd girl and the 4th girl said. They're not named, I guess.
At the same time, they're high. They're like us. They're high.
Yeah. They don't. Well, then they don't need a name.
Oh.
She was really sad, but
she... I need to get a less creaky chair. Sorry.
She was really sad, but she ignored them. Bluddery had beautifully colored ginger hair, and she has a very toned body. I like how they're switching in and out of had and has.
Mm. That was a major problem in most of my...
She also has clear hazel eyes. Clear hazel eyes.
Okay, which one said had?
Well, it's most of it like she was really sad, but she ignored them.
Okay.
And Bluddery had beautifully
colored
colored ginger hair.
I was wondering if it was like one of those like descriptions was like a had, so like she had beautiful ginger hair, so like it was the past tense. Now she doesn't have beautiful.
I don't know. Like it says, Bluddery had beautifully colored ginger hair, and she has a very toned body.
So,
she also has
she lost her hair. She has cancer.
Eyes.
She just got the toned body.
That's what made her go insane. All right. She walked into her school, and I thought she was already in the school. She walked into her school and went to her locker. She heard people talking about this guy named Jeff. She knows he was a famous and hot creepypasta, so she started...
Oh my god, this is a creepypasta within a creepypasta?
Eavestalking? I'm sorry. Not eavesdropping.
No, eavestalk. It's another level. Because there's eavesdropping, which is just like peeking around the corner. Eavestalking is like peeking in through the vents.
Right. Okay.
That's like a whole nother level.
Apparently,
That's like installing a security camera and watching someone at night.
Yeah.
That's eavestalking.
apparently 5 girls were also fangirling over him. Desperate to make some friends, she went there and asked them to be her friend. But they rejected her because her name was very edgy and cringy. She loved it. She loved it, and her parents also loved it.
Okay, a sidebar, a pivot off that. I just realized something. Reading that out loud. There are going to be kids that are named actual cringy and like gross stuff coming up.
I can't wait for our generation to be in charge of the world. It's going to be amazing.
It's going to be.
We're going to be living in a meme.
That's the thing. There's going to be like kids named after memes. There's like after. I'm not sorry to say, but a generation under us is going to name some of their kids based off Fortnite shit, and I'm going to kill all of them. Right. I'm going to murder everyone. You.
Right.
The government.
Let's touch
if you're listening right now, I will murder anyone with a name based on Fortnite.
I won't. Remember that. Keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Don't shoot me when you break in. All right. Don't interrupt anymore.
That's the only difference between me and Zach.
All right.
Shoot on.
Probably would, but I'm not gonna tell them that.
That is true because Dick Cheney listens to our podcast.
Right. Okay. So here we go.
We're whispering. They can't hear us.
But they rejected her because her name was very edgy and cringy. She loved it, and her parents also loved it. Keep in mind, I did not mention there are various typos and misspellings.
Oh, I would imagine.
I'm just not saying all of them.
Yeah.
When school ended, she came home to greet her mother, father, and her dog, who is named Mark.
After Markiplier, because they're edgy and cringy.
The next day, she brought her dog to school for show and tell. Hey, this is a fucking dog. You ever seen one of those before?
You ever seen one of these fucking puppies? Look at this guy.
But when the four girls saw her and her dog, they started beating up her dog.
They started beating up her dog. You know, like everyone would.
They started beating up her dog.
Mm-hmm.
No, stop, Bluttery cried as she fell on the ground, but they kept beating up her dog. I don't know why she fell, because they weren't beating her up. Bluttery cried as she fell on the ground, but they kept beating up her dog. When she glanced at her dog, she realized it was almost dead.
These are the fucking... Because they're still in show and tell grade, which is like preschool, basically.
Then she snapped.
Okay, no, before...
Oh my god.
Sorry, I like to... You just stepped on your phone in anger.
Go on, go ahead. It better be real fucking good.
How are you putting me on the spot? This is like a funny sidebar. You know those good sidebars that I have?
You put yourself on the spot.
I did put myself on the spot.
Go ahead.
Now I completely forgot what I was going to say. You put me on the spot. I was going to say... Oh, yeah. So these must be some fucking tough-ass kids.
To be beating the shit out of the dog and kill it?
But they're in show and tell grade, which is
I know.
Preschool.
That's what I'm saying. I'm agreeing.
Yeah.
And the dog is just perfectly fine.
What if they
with it,
just have spiked shoes and steel toe shit?
Knifing you.
Yeah, they all have shanks and shit.
All right, here we go. This is the good part.
Okay.
It looks like there's still.
I'll stay quiet for a little bit.
Oh no, there's not that much left. Okay, here we go. Then she snapped, in all caps.
Uh-huh.
She took out her pepper spray bottle in her pocket and sprayed it at the leader's eyes.
There's a leader.
Apparently, the boss. The leader fell on the ground and the rest of the girls screamed. Bluttery then ran away to somewhere so that no one would see her. People then gathered around the fallen girl and called the ambulance. The next day, the police went to her house and attempted to arrest her, but she grabbed a kitchen knife quickly and...
What did she do, Zach? What did she do? Did she kill the police?
The next day, the police went to her house and attempted to arrest her, but she grabbed an kitchen knife quickly and
Quickly.
and
Not she didn't tiptoe. She didn't speed walk. Speed. Like the other guy did in the last creepy.
she grabbed a kitchen knife quickly and dodged all their bullets and finished them in all caps. She turned to her parents and said, "No witnesses," and killed them. She then went.
Just standing there.
She then went to the kitchen, but was surprised to see Jeff standing there, smiling at her with his already carved smile. "Oh my God, Jeff, what are you doing here?"
Jeff, what are you
asked.
doing here?
And Jeff confessed his love to her.
And then they made out on a smile.
"I've been watching you for months, and we seem like the perfect match," Jeff confessed. "So will you marry me?" Jeff added. "Oh my God, of course," Bluttery replied. They started killing together, but once Bluttery got stabbed in the eyes accidentally, so now she's blind, and she accidentally...
That's the best way of delivering that.
Bluttery got stabbed in the eyes accidentally, so now she's blind, and she accidentally slit her mouth, so she can't speak anymore.
She was fucking licking the knife?
But it's okay. They still kissed and had two beautiful children named Nina and Cleo. Newspaper reports.
News report. This just in.
Two mysterious murderers had been going on a huge killing spree. We recommend you sleeping in the basement. The end. She also killed her bullies. And there's a little Microsoft Paint picture of her.
Oh my God, please show.
So everybody knows Jeff.
Everybody knows Jeff the Killer.
Classic creepypasta.
Classic creepy boy.
They have invented an OC to go along with Jeff.
They've just thrown. This is like a self-insert.
I must say, it is quite scary. It's quite spooky.
Scary. This is so amazing. So will you marry me, Jeff? This is amazing.
If you just scroll through, you can see all the typos, just like over and over.
End me, please, in parentheses.
Oh yeah, I forgot to say that.
Oh my God.
It's just, bro. Okay. So let's go. I'm enjoying this.
This is really fun. I love this.
Alright, so latest bad creepypastas, and you gone. There you go.
Okay.
Have a fucking heyday.
I was gonna do that. Someone is spying on me.
Oh, right. Yeah, that one sounds pretty good.
Okay. Just gotta swallow the spit in my mouth. I got a lot. Alright. Mike? That was pretty good.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that.
I did. I liked it.
Yeah.
It was pretty spooky. I would give it,
that.
Yeah, a burp. Yep. Just a burp, a tea burp.
Okay. Someone is spying on me. That's the title, by the way. Oh no. It is happening from several days. The first time I was...
Oh, jeez. They're foreign. We're dumb.
The first time I was sitting in the living room reading a book when I heard a noise outside my window. When I looked up, there was nothing there. Nothing, comma, there, of course.
I won't be able to handle this one.
When I looked up... Oh, I already said that.
It's okay for emphasis.
Yeah.
Say it again.
I got up to check it out. I looked out of my window and saw shoe prints coming and others getting away. So I realized that someone was there and he was probably spying on me. So this is pretty tough, as if you can tell. Like I have a lot of trouble reading things. So like if someone picked on me in class, I was always like just like someone picked Simon, he's gonna fucking stutter a lot, and I did, but through tedious hours of me sitting in my room saying just yelling at my mirror, I've managed to speak a little normally.
Really?
No,
Oh.
I done a little bit. I won't lie.
Was that your own creepypasta?
That's my own creepypasta. But I was just saying that because it may sound like my normal reading. Like the last one, I paused a little bit and there's a bit of little stuff. But that was good English.
Mm-hmm.
This is awful English, so it's mostly them.
No, yeah, no, I can tell it's them.
Paragraph 2. I spent the rest of my day in a subtle, disquiet, nothing happened, nothing else happened. The next day, I had almost completely forgot about it all. But while I was brushing my teeth, I noticed the light in my restroom suddenly grow dim, as if a cloud was passing in front of the sun, or like someone was at my window. Paralyzed by fear, I checked my mirror to try to spot what was blocking the sunlight without turning. To not let the mysterious stalker that I noticed his presence, but I only managed to spot something black. I began to slowly turn my head. When I was halfway through, I looked at the window in an instant to try to catch him by surprise, but he disappeared in a second. I hastily shut my window and stood there, catching my breath. Then I got up to check things out. But there was no one there, except for the shoe prints. Thanks to a relative of mine who works in a police station, of course, gotta have ends. Never mind. I managed to obtain to place my house under police observation for 3 days. However,
you don't have to have an in for that. You can fucking call the police.
Yeah, it's like, hey, there's fucking someone spying on me, or tell your parents.
Yeah.
However, since nothing happened, the police halted the observation, and the commissioner suggested me to see a psychiatrist.
Damn, the commissioner? Wow, they called in everybody.
At first, I thought he was right. But that very same night, I saw a shadow in the dark outside my window trying to get in my bedroom when I was about to fall asleep. I remained in bed, holding my breath in terror. The shadow got in and began to search through my drawers, ignoring that I was fully awake.
It's just SpongeBob and Patrick going panty hunting.
It's a hash-slinging slasher. The shadow got in and began to search through my drawers, ignoring that I was fully awake. He was about to open the bedroom door to probably check on the other rooms, but I accidentally pushed over a bottle of water I kept on my night table.
What? How?
And he fled. I called the police, but they didn't listen to me. Her in got fired.
Apparently.
Yeah. Because she fucking, that happened.
Yeah.
That's why you got fired. You fucking got, your relative.
Great, you got your uncle fired.
Yeah.
Commissioner man.
Commissioner man.
I like how she doesn't even call him, uncle, and just commissioner.
Commissioner. I went back to bed, thinking of what to do, but shortly after I heard noises outside my front door.
Oh, no.
I got up with my heart racing, and I went to check outside through the peephole.
The peephole.
In the dim light of one of my garden lamps, I saw a strangely proportioned shape out of my door. Fumbling with the lock, although I was in fear, I beat my door, and the odd shape ran away. While I was whirring, could be heard, I couldn't see his face. Maybe I was lucky. I barely slept at all that night, but I made use of the hours spent awake thinking of ways to convince everybody that I wasn't crazy. I needed proofs. Like in math, proofs.
I hate fire. They're terrible.
Yes, I'm gonna have to fucking do them this year in basic math.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
Oh fuck. The morning after. Maybe we have a class together. We didn't check that.
When's your mouth?
I don't know. We'll do that later. The morning after, I asked a friend of mine to lend me his camera. He told me that I could keep it only until the next morning, as he was going on holiday and needed it to make movies of his vacation. I told him that one day was more than sufficient. That evening, I lowered all the shutters, placed the camera outside, pointing my front door.
That's not how a camera works.
Switched it on, programmed it to take a picture every 30 seconds, and went to bed. You know, you can do that now. Those high-tech cameras. GoPros. I knew the mysterious guy. He's just a guy now. Just a guy.
It's, who's the Valve guy?
I don't know.
Like the Valve guy. He's a meme, like... I ruined the joke already.
Yeah.
Hey, fuck you.
I've done it plenty of times, Zach.
Yeah,
you don't have to.
True. You're pretty bad at jokes.
Do you want to end the podcast now? Because we can. We can
call
it 30. It's fine. Okay, Elvin. I knew the mysterious guy would try to break into my house, since the shutters were lowered, of course. Shit, way past midnight, I heard footsteps around my house, but I was very sleepy, and shortly after I fell asleep for good. The morning after, I got up and checked the camera, trembling. Here is one of the photos that the camera took. It's just a black fucking screen. Like, there's nothing. Like, legit, look, it's just black. Wait. No, it's just dust on your phone.
Oh.
Thought maybe there's, like, a little tiny thing. Yeah, I'm not great when it comes to... So it is actually just a black... Like, it's not a website. Yeah, I'm not great when it comes to cameras. Or maybe it was because I was nervous. I forgot to remove... They forgot to remove the lens cap.
That's not even a thing anymore.
My camera... Like, look, it's not there. They don't have this.
The lens opens when you turn the camera. How old is this fucking camera?
It's like an old VHS
Can
camera.
it even take video for your holiday?
Yeah.
No, that's fine. We're gay.
Okay, let's just... Hold on, I'm gonna burp.
Okay. Do it away from the mic. Oh, we're not.
There's a
You had two chances.
But I forgot to remove the lens cap, and my friend took it with him. Like we agreed, it could lend me again only after a week, unfortunately. 7 more days of distress, which I thought I would never see the end. Barricaded in my own house, with the doors locked and the windows closed, and every shutter lowered. Most of the time. Not all the time.
This guy is obviously fucking scared of you. He's a pussy. He's probably like... Well, he doesn't. I wouldn't even give a shit anymore. Every time he walks up the door, I just bang on it, make him go away, and then keep on jerking off or whatever. Like, I wouldn't give a fuck. Maybe I'd give him a show.
Yeah. Where was I?
He's obviously thirsty, going through your panty drawers.
Oh yeah,
like, come on, just maybe you'll make a friend.
I could still feel the unwanted presence outside of my house, though, due to the odd noises I hear. There was a moment when I thought I would gladly give away my priceless jewelry collection. And if I could help to get rid of the beast, or at least know who or what it was.
A beast? I thought it was a guy.
Yeah, it was a guy. The week had passed, though, and my friend was kind to lend his camera again, even if he didn't believe a word I said. Yesterday evening I set it up, exactly like I did the first. She forgot to do the lens cap. Then the lack of sleep won over the anxiety, and I fell sound asleep.
That's convenient.
And now, here I am, with the camera in my hand.
Wait.
One step from finally knowing who is the one who stalks me, but I'm too scared to watch. Can you look and tell me what you see in the comments? This is what one of the camera shots where I just couldn't see in the dark. Wait for it to load. Here it is. Do you want to see what it looks like?
Yeah.
It's the penguin it's probably another penguin, but it looks exactly like the penguin
Let me see.
from the like
Danny DeVito?
Yeah, it looks like Danny DeVito, the penguin.
Danny DeVito.
That makes the story amazing. Like it's just Danny DeVito.
I love this story now. Now, if I reimagine all those scenes, but with Danny DeVito,
like searching through his drawers, like with a top hat and like a cane,
yeah, and
like a really long nose,
bang on the door, and he's like, and he like runs away.
This was supposed to be. Look at him. It's legit. Just
that is literally the penguin.
That is literally the penguin.
It's Danny DeVito.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
I don't know. Cameo by Danny DeVito. I've got to give this one like 7 Schroingles.
Oh my god, it's so amazing. That's an amazing. Just Danny DeVito searching through your drawers.
That was the best creepypasta I think
I've ever heard.
I've ever experienced.
That's god tier.
That was pretty darn good.
Oh my god.
That was pretty darn good.
I'm really worked up.
Oh, there's one called The Secret Garden. I guess they forgot that that's actually a book already.
Oh, is it? Do you want to take a quick break? Because we only got like 10 minutes left. We could take a short break because I got a bit of a headache from doing those wacky voices.
Let me read this one.
Okay.
Unless you just want to take a break.
I might just want to take a water break.
Alright.
Alright. We'll be right back in a little bit. In the meantime, just do nothing.
Alright.
Welcome back. I'm German now.
So we've got one final story, and I'm starting to lose my voice, so this is perfect.
This is perfect.
It makes it, no, it's back. Alright. This one is called The Blood Moon.
Ooh.
Like in Breath of the Wild.
Yeah. Or in Ozone.
All the gerblins come back.
And all the skeletons come out and kill us all.
Over the years, there have been many legends passed down.
Legends of Legends.
One of them tells of a rare occurrence known as the Blood Moon. First, I'll tell you about some events to look for beforehand as a warning. Then, what happens during this rare and deadly event. Lastly, I'll give you some tips to raise your chances of survival should you find yourself during this event. Should you find yourself just during the event.
Like it's like a moment of spiritual enlightenment. I just, oh my god, it's a blood moon!
The first thing that will alert you will happen at 8 p.m. at night.
On the clock.
Your pets will start barking like crazy. All of your pets.
All
your
of them.
Cats, your birds,
your snakes.
Your snakes, they'll just bark. They'll just bark.
Oh, and by the way, Zach, I found an ingenious thing. We should get more mouse pads because... Oh, fuck. Like, it's just...
They're also good for mice.
Yeah, compared to...
Right. Alright. Any attempt to confront them will end in vain. Over time, their behavior will become worse and worse. They will try to rip out or eat all of your furniture. They will even try to bite you.
Oh no!
Don't be alarmed. They are simply trying to warn you about the event.
About the monsters in your seat cushions.
Eventually, all the animals in your town will start to display the same odd behavior.
Oh.
Why do they know it's coming when we don't? There's a simple reason, and it's not what you think.
Oh, it's simple, everybody should know it. It's just, you're a big old dummy if you don't.
See, all animals have a sixth sense that allows them to
There's
detect
6 of them now?
natural events.
I thought we already had 6 senses.
No, the sixth sense is the paranormal one. Well, not paranormal.
I thought it was Spidey sense.
That's the 7th.
What about sense 8? That's what the 8th one is.
You see, all animals have a sixth sense that allows them to detect natural events. Don't believe me? Think about how many pets and animals have warned their owners right before tragedy struck.
Think about it. I don't have
Think
any
about it,
evidence. Just
dummy.
think about
Just
it.
think about it, you turkey.
Here's my Google Doc that
Yeah.
has 104
Yeah.
doctors' signatures.
Anyway, sometime during the middle of the pet event, the second event will start to happen.
Sorry, but pet event is just like you're going down to Petco and they have a huge sale.
Yeah. This event will last exactly 1 hour. The sky will fill with clouds the shape of whirlpools, and it will start to lightly rain. At first, the rain will appear to be normal, but don't let that fool you. Half an hour, it's sneaky rain.
Ooh.
Half an hour into the event, the clouds will
He
start
quickly tiptoes.
to become a leafy shade of green. This is when everyone needs to take cover from the rain. Why, you ask?
Why? Well, Zach, you didn't let me ask.
Oh,
Why?
Sorry. Oh, yeah, sorry. Why, you ask?
Yeah.
Well, for the last 10 minutes of the event, the rain will become a toxic shade of dark green.
Wait, so it's a toxic shade and it's not actually toxic? Or?
No, it just looks toxic, I guess.
Ew, I don't want to touch that. It looks toxic.
Anyone who is still... Oh, no, Anyone who is still left outside will die a swift death. Yeah.
Like
because the rain will now have a PhD of 4,000.
They're giving 1,000 level PhDs? I thought it was just like 10.
Okay, I know they meant pH level, but really? Yes.
His PhD level is over 9,000.
You heard me right. 4,000.
Oh, 4,000. Excuse me.
If you survived, then good for you. I don't know how, because a rain with a pH of 4,000 would eat through literally everything, whether you're indoors or not.
Spit of the alien.
Yeah, but worse.
But worse. 4 billion times worse. Numbers that mean nothing.
You do get 30 minutes to prepare for the third event, though, which is good.
Oh, thank God.
Because you will need it. During this time, you will want to find some sort of weapon. Gonna fight the moon.
Can I get a bucket and fill it with the rain?
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, like Splatoon.
Yeah.
It could be anything you feel.
That's how you die in Splatoon.
It could be anything you feel conferable.
It's in Splatoon, like the base and the hire me, Nintendo. I'll write your lore book.
It could be anything you feel comfortable to defend yourself with should the need appear. Got something? Now locate a spot to hide before the event starts.
I got a machete, a crowbar.
I'd take either of those.
I used to have a brick in my car, and
I'll take that.
I don't have it anymore. I might. I think it's in my trunk. I think I just moved it there. I can't remember.
I'll dual-wield rebars.
Yeah.
Now locate a spot to hide before the event starts, and stay quiet during the whole thing, or you will die for sure. I still haven't told you what the third event is yet, have I? No, dumbass.
No, you haven't.
You see, at exactly 10 p.m.
Eastern Standard Time,
a monster known as Find will arrive from the east.
What was the name of the story?
And try to find you, the Blood Moon. It is basically like a massive game of hide and seek. If the monster finds a person, they will proceed to brutally devour them. You can try to fight back with the weapon you choose, but I highly doubt that you will be able to avoid your fate. Oh, and don't attempt to outrun it either. Creature...
I know what you're thinking, and don't try it. Don't even try it.
This creature is as fast as a fully modded sport car with turbo turning. Just the turning is...
Turbo turning.
Your only chance is to hide from it.
That's a new power up in Mario Kart.
Turbo turning. Your only chance is to hide from it and pray that it doesn't discover you for a whole hour. The more people...
He's got a lot of ground to cover in a whole hour.
Yeah, I was going to say, it sounds like this is going to address that. The more people, the more luckily you are to come out alive, right?
So this is more.
Oh, that's
like,
it. It doesn't touch on it,
So
actually.
this is more like a specified area sort of thing. This isn't a global event.
I guess not.
See, I was expecting more of a global, like tides being thrown up.
No, it's
things
in
going
Night Vale.
chaos. It's just like, in your hometown.
It's in Night Vale.
Down the street.
It's like, oh, where's the monster this year? He's in China. Oh, thank God.
He's in Fayetteville.
Yeah.
Oh no, my relatives are.
The more people, the more lucky you are to come out alive, right? And that's it. It doesn't answer the question.
No, yeah.
If you manage,
They're asking you.
Yeah, I don't know. If you manage to survive all 3 events, then good for you. Now you only have to worry about the blood moon.
That's not even. What's the last event, Zach? Is there before?
It's the blood moon. It will raise at exactly midnight and will last until sunrise the next morning.
So is it a different moon, or are there 2 moons, or
I don't know. This is the
cool.
most dangerous event of them all. You have probably realized by now that you only have an hour to prepare once you complete Event 3. I did not realize that because the times were different between every event. But thanks for explaining anyway.
I feel like a very expressive part of your storytelling is your eyebrows, and we should have an eyebrow cam once we do this for video.
Just a close-up.
Yeah.
Once the hour countdown starts, quickly board up all your doors, windows, etc. Basically anywhere that you can see, though, to the outside. Pause it. Once the 1 hour countdown starts, quickly board up all your doors, windows, etc. Basically anywhere that you can see through to the outside.
Mm-hmm.
Now just sit back and wait. You will know.
Put on an episode of Friends.
You will know it has started if you hear the sound of moaning outside.
Oh, what kind of moaning? Like, this big old everyone nuts if you're outside.
That's why it's dangerous.
Yeah.
Because if you nut too hard, just all the fluid in your body, and you just die. I would be okay with that.
Just like you're just like a big old raisin after that.
Oh, never mind. It explains the moaning. I like our canon better.
Yeah, that's a lot better.
That's my head canon. The blood moon will cause all the people that have died at some point in your town to reawaken.
And then they nut.
And then they nut all at once. But they are now zombies out for your blood. Then just put a little dish of blood outside and they won't even have to go inside. It's like feeding the neighborhood cat, asshole. Mm-hmm. It doesn't take that much effort.
They're just trying to get around.
They're
zombies.
Open your door for any of them. I don't know why the fuck you would. Or they will try to eat your guts out.
My guts!
I need those in, not out. Now comes the easy part. Wait until sunrise. I highly suggest getting some sleep to block off all sound and to make the time go by quicker. No matter how you wait it out, once the first rays of light shine over the horizon, all the zombies will jump back into their graves. Congratulations. You have successfully survived the blood moon. You may now go back to your normal daily lives. That's like a news announcement. Congratulations. You have successfully survived the blood moon. You may now go back to your normal daily lives. And the catch,
your regular scheduled program.
And the catch, well, the zombies have now set their appetite on you. The only piece of advice I can give you is this. Look around you often while outdoors, because you never know. They just might set up an ambush and pounce. And that is the legend of the blood moon, folks. Now let's put out the campfire and return to our cabins for some rest. We're playing Capture the Flag tomorrow, and I bet none of you want to miss it. Yes, sir, we don't. Ah, guess who this is by?
Who's it by?
The same guy that wrote, the grandma one.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, I didn't read
Jerry.
I didn't read who the last one was by.
It doesn't really matter.
Okay, yeah.
I just noticed. I think that's kind of funny. I like how this guy has made it there at least twice.
That's pretty great.
At least twice.
Well, Zach, I do have to say, we do have camp tomorrow, and Capture the Flag is happening.
It is. Capture the Flag is pretty important to me. So,
so we better call it a night. Thank you so much.
Better hit the hay.
I mean, Silver Moonlight. That was your name, right?
Oh yeah, we forgot to use our.
It's fine.
No.
Well, Thank you so much for joining us tonight on this very special episode of Tea Time Nights.
Tea Time Nights.
We do other stuff. We have a D&D podcast, which we've been advertising. Hopefully, will be out. We don't know. I'll work on it. I'll try. I'm trying. But we also do videos on YouTube. We do streams on Twitch. All of that can be found on our website, ijushows.com.
If you want to send us anything, questions, comments, you can email
Concerns,
us.
creepypastas,
Creepypastas.
Yahoo questions, very good Reddits.
That's true. Anything we might like, send it to us at
Recommendations?
adviceteatime@gmail.com.
Yeah.
That is adviceteatime@gmail.com.
Okay, yeah. Thank you so much for joining us on this very special episode. Tea Time, we've gotten all the way to 20 episodes.
20 episodes. Thank you for your patronage.
Oh yeah, if you've gotten this far, like, you deserve an award.
You do. We deserve an award for getting this far.
We do. Let's make a little trophy for ourselves.
Somebody give us thousands of dollars to boost our accounts.
That's true. We do deserve that with the amount of hours we put into this. And that's not the point. We're thanking our listeners for listening so diligently to every episode, because they have given me the stare like
No, I'm just listening intently.
But if you have listened, and if you haven't, this message is not for you. If you have listened to every episode, or a couple, and you've gotten this far, thank you very much. We do appreciate it. We appreciate any sort of comments, concerns, even though we don't really get many. We appreciate all the comments on YouTube. All the couple, all the two.
Oh yeah, you people listening, you've listened to more of Tea Time than I have.
That's very true.
And I am a part of it.
They may have listened to more than I have, because there are a couple I just hit. I put in the audio, and
do we usually advertise our email and shit at the end of podcasts?
Yeah.
Do we really?
Every time.
And nobody ever does.
Yeah, it's a shame. I mean, we get like, it's just like, don't be. If you're afraid to do it, don't, because we don't get anything.
We'll read it. We'll read it out loud.
Literally, if you say anything, we'll give you a shout out.
Literally anything. We just want.
We want
recognition. All right.
Yeah. That's pretty good. That's good.
About it, I think.
We had fun this night.
We did.
Tea Time Nights. We might do something similar to this next time. We post a creepypasta. We might do some fan fiction.
That'd be fun.
Yeah. We might bring Celeste along, maybe some other folks.
For episode 21.
Episode 21.
Perfect.
Our podcast can now legally drink.
Oh, then, yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah.
And, fanfics.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the one-to-one. There's a correlation, obviously.
Okay.
Do we have a funny bit to leave our audience with a good taste in their mouth for the next episode if they're listening to this?
No.
And no?
Sorry. I'm out.
We should really try.
I think we had some pretty good bits.
Yeah.
We can brainstorm some.
We'll try.
For future use.
We did this bit last time. It didn't really work.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're just going to end it. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you.
No, it worked. You can't do it again.